Hello, fellow Araxians. One of the most common questions I get is, hey Cyrious, why does your Underboss have a shotgun reticle? And that's because it's not an Underboss. Today we review the NS-357IA. Now, the Derringer was developed by Scotty Four Fingers Smith, the deputy of the new conglomerate. In his opinion, it's not a weapon unless it shoots 8 bullets at one time. He enjoyed his jackhammers and his scatter cannons, but he was always disappointed that there wasn't enough shotgun in his pistols. And so he set out trying to figure out how he could make his pistols shoot more bullets at one time. Now, in his first attempt, he actually tried to get the Underboss to shoot 4 pellets at one time. And that's the reason he's now called Scotty Four Fingers. He lost one of them when the chamber exploded. To this day, historians still debate, was he a brave, persistent inventor, or just dumb as a bag of hammers? Either way, we owe this unique variant of the Underboss that shoots 2 pellets at one time to his creative efforts. So even though it plays very much like a pistol, the fact that it shoots multiple pellets at once means it uses the shotgun mechanics, and therefore you get the shotgun reticle. A shotgun Underboss? Sign me up, you might say. Where do I get this weapon? Well, you can't buy it. First, you must own the Underboss on your character, and then you must win a Continent Lock alert. You may normally find yourself winning decals, but the Underboss is a rare alert reward when you win the Continent Lock event. So, let's dive into the stats. The stats don't look overwhelming, but you have to keep in mind the 2 pellets. So it does 250 damage at 2 meters 2 times. And even though it has the standard 6-round Underboss magazine, you fire 2 of those bullets at once. That means this is effectively a 500 damage, max damage range, 3-round pistol. Now let's stack this thing up to the Underboss to see what's changed. Your rounds per minute has gone down. This is not as spammable as the Underboss. Your damage per round has gone down, but since it fires 2 rounds at once, you are doing more damage in max damage range with the Derringer. That being said though, you gotta stop and look at your damage fall off. The Underboss does 375 out to 8 meters, and only falls off to 200 at 42 meters. Whereas the Derringer only does max damage out to 2 meters, that's basically just a hair farther than melee range, and falls off to 167 damage 12 meters sooner than the Underboss. Although its fall off is much worse, it does have much better hipfire accuracy than the Underboss. What it boils down to is the Derringer is a super close range weapon. And you've probably already done the math in your head. Wait, 250 damage per round. I shoot 2 rounds at one time. That means if I land a headshot within 2 meters, this is the only one-hit headshot kill pistol on non-overshielded 1,000 hit point targets. That is something no other sidearm can claim. It is a fun little surprise when someone turns the corner on you thinking they have an easy kill, and you bust out your close-range one-hit headshot pistol. I know that sounds pretty OP, but you gotta understand, at 2.1 meters, you're hosed, man. You only do 999 damage, and this weapon does not have a great refire time. It is not prepared to get you out of tight situations past 2 meters. Now, even if you aren't able to land your headshot at close range, the 500 damage point-blank body shot still pairs very nicely with your 500 damage quick knife. Let's take a quick peek at the cone of fire between hip firing and aiming down sights. You can see here at roughly 5 meters range, the spread is very tight, even when hip firing. You can briefly see how tight the spread gets when I aim down sight, but since this weapon is only effective at such close ranges, and the cone of fire is already so tight, there's no need to be ADSing with it. And your cone of fire while moving is the same as standing still. Here's a quick look at the pellet spread from about 10 meters away. RNG is definitely a factor as to whether you'll get that double headshot. So this weapon does have a lot of potential 1 versus 1 in very close proximity. but the trade-off is that it's completely unforgiving. Here I completely derped my aim on my first 3 shots. Luckily I got close enough to knife, but with an underboss I would have had 3 more shots that I could have finished the battle with. Here, if I wasn't in melee range, I would have lost. So another thing that it's worth taking note of is the attachments. You get 1. There is 1 attachment for this weapon. It's the dark light flashlight. There's no reflex scopes, there's no laser sights. Put a dark light flashlight on it, that's all you get. The fixed iron sight is slightly different than the underboss, and something else about it is slightly more squished than the underboss. Still looks pretty cool though. What you're looking at here is the default weapon skin. No camo applied yet. And here's the pattern on it depending on what camo you decide to apply. You might just want to rock the white so it looks just like an underboss. So my overall take on this weapon is that it's exactly what an alert reward should be. It fits a very small niche. It has one place it stands out, and otherwise you're always going to wish you had something else. If they made it any other way, people would be upset that a powerful weapon was behind such a rare drop chance through winning alerts. I think the most satisfying part of the weapon is hunting down those infiltrators. It has an extended one-hit headshot kill range on the infiltrators with 900 health. Quick shout out to this sneaky boy that made me land my aircraft to try to save the field point. He wasn't prepared for my Derringer, but he reached out from beyond the grave to get me back. Okay, fellow Raxians, that's my review of the NS-357IA. And if anyone asks why Commander's Cyrious pistol has a shotgun reticle, you can just point them here. I'm going to leave you with some Derringer kills so you can get a feel for how the weapon plays out in live fire scenarios. And until next time, I will see you, Planetside.
It's going to be eastern side, get ready for teleporter, don't go early, please. And I need radar red so I know where they are. I see these. Hard. You gotta go. You gotta go. Teleport to B point. Now, if you're coming in from air, you're going to A point. If you're coming in from air, you're going to A point. Everyone's going over to C point. Go, go, go. We gotta get in there. We gotta... Get into vehicle back. Every vehicle should have a gunner.
I'm going to be sick.
Enough people to actually follow orders.
I'm going to be sick. Dominating.
I'm out. Reloading.
I'm going to be sick.
Boy, they
Double
have pushing
kill.
for like 10 maxes.
Did you? I'm a bitch anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he is one, so I mean...
Oh, are you shitting me?
God, who landed your galaxy in front of my perfect headshot?
Give me a quick
Alpha, you are pushing downstairs. Bravo, you are staying upstairs. Kill this fucking light assault jumping
Getting
around
fucked up on the, trying to get in. Fucked up trying to get in.
I don't have beacon right now. Go ahead, put it.
Sunner's getting well done.
Guy's name is Welfare Check. Sunder's down.
Traded.
Our Thunder down, copy.
Yep. I'll grab a new one.
Come back into the fight. If you can get it over there, then go for it.
Not gonna be able to get it from this base.
I don't think you're gonna be able to get it.
Triple homicide.
Yeah.